Hello, everyone, and welcome for the very first time to Phasmophobia. This is a game that exploded in popularity last year, but due to being co op, it kind of flew under my radar. A lot of you have asked me to play it, and recently I picked it up because I found out that not only does it have single player, it also has VR. And we all know how much VR tends to enhance horror. Now, thankfully, despite its popularity, I've been able to avoid spoilers, so I really don't know anything about this game. I haven't seen any gameplay, haven't watched anyone play it, and I haven't talked to anyone about it except for people recommending that I play it at all. So I'm going in totally blind, and fortunately for you, but unfortunately for me, I have no idea what to expect, except that apparently you play as a paranormal investigator, which is a topic that's extremely fascinating to me. You know, as a kid, I used to watch a lot of Ghost Hunters. Even now, I love Ghost Adventures. And looking at this equipment, this is so cool. We got, glow sticks and flashlights. There's some, what looks to be fluid head tripods in the corner there. We have all these cameras and scientific equipment, but it's mixed in with, look, these little bundles of sticks. There's a cross on the wall, candles. So it's like, I just find all of that so interesting. It's like the occult clashing with science. That's something that I find so fascinating as a concept. But anyway, let's go over here and select single player. Now it says daily challenges, and it looks like there is a cash system in this game. And select job, Ridgeview Roadhouse, Edgefield Street House. This is so cool. So there's all different locations to choose from, and this is like the Ghost Hunters game I always wanted as a kid. Alright, let's start with Edgefield Street House. Difficulty amateur. Recommended team size 2. Recommended items thermometer and location size small. A 2-story, 6-bedroom house with a basement. Got an email from a friend. He says there's definitely some kind of paranormal activity here. Get here as soon as you can and gather evidence for the ghost removal team. We'll have more intel when you arrive. Oh, I can set my difficulty, but I guess I'm locked right now to amateur because it's my first job. I suppose you can get more as you level up. It recommended a thermometer, so do I have to add that? Yeah, there's actually a lot more here. So, okay, so I guess we have to buy all this stuff. This is cool. This actually kind of reminds me of Payday. Only, hopefully better. Alright, let's ready up and start. Alright, so I guess somebody is supposed to wait in the car. Oh, this is just like Ghost Hunters. I'm sorry, I'm a kid in a candy store right now. Alright, so it said to look at the whiteboard. Objective 1, discover what type of ghost we are dealing with. Objective 2, get a ghost to blow out a candle. Objective 3, have a member of your team witness a ghost event. And Objective 4, prevent the ghost from hunting with a crucifix. There's going to be actual danger here, isn't there? I've done some more investigating for you. It looks like the ghost's name is Nancy Harris. This ghost also seems to only respond to people who are alone. You should be able to use its name to anger it and get some paranormal activity. Make sure to refer to your journal and write down any evidence you find. Now, from what I understand, this game does actually use your microphone. Can I actually, invoke the name of the ghost? If so, that is so cool. Now, as far as the actual VR implementation, despite the fact I'm using the index, it doesn't look like I can actually move my fingers, so hopefully this game isn't another Subnautica and the VR isn't just an afterthought. This looks to be some kind of UV light. This is more of a traditional flashlight. Can I put things on my belt? Yes, I can. I have a spirit box, and I suppose this is an EMF detector? You have no idea how giddy I am that this exists. Oh my god, I'm geeking out so hard. Alright, gotta put all that down. I have to find out if there's a candle. I don't know if I brought any candles. but it is one of my objectives to get it to use one. Alright, ghosts, I don't know how any of this stuff works, but come at me. Now, unfortunately, it seems like I can only store 2 items on my belt, and this flashlight is actually quite pathetic. Okay, so I'm gonna have to drop something then in order to open this door. Come on. Come on. Oh, these controls really don't work very well. I can't slap it open like most games, but that is quite a spooky dark hallway. Okay, I'm gonna leave one of my hands free for this. I will say something right off the bat, though, and this is something that is absolutely critical for horror to land correctly. Look at this house. Everything is properly to scale. And that makes such a huge difference. It feels like I'm walking into somebody's house. That does so much for immersion. I talked about this a little bit in my Asheville video, but when things are properly scaled, it makes it feel so much more real. In fact, I think that's one of the biggest things that games like Resident Evil 7 have going for them. It feels like a space that people live in. It doesn't feel like it's designed to be a video game environment. I just scared myself with the shadow of my own tool belt. Okay. Let's pull out the old EMF detector and begin sweeping. The only issue is, I know it's meant to be played co-op, but I really wish I could store more things on my belt. I hear some creaking. I also don't know where I'm going to get a candle, because I didn't have any money to buy anything with. But one of the objectives was to have the ghost blow out a candle. Nancy Harris? Anybody here? Nancy Harris? Nancy Harris? Now the issue is that if I want to open one of these doors, I have to put stuff down. I suppose I can drop the EMF detector. That's kind of the low point of the game so far, even though it's impressing me in a whole lot of ways. The weak point is definitely the fact that it doesn't really take advantage of the index controller. I just scared the crap out of me with my own shadow again. Okay, open up. And I can't push the door open either. In a lot of VR games, once a door is partially ajar, I keep hearing footsteps all around me. Not just the house settling, but actual footsteps. But as I was saying, in most VR games, once you push open a door partially, you should be able to continue pushing it just with your hand without touching the doorknob, but here, it doesn't seem like we can do that. I know a lot of you are probably going to be yelling at me right now because I'm sure there's a meta to this game and things I'm supposed to be doing, but look at it from my perspective. How often do you get a horror game where I truly have no idea what to expect? Now remember, I haven't had anything about this game spoiled for me, so this is a totally unique experience where anything can happen. I have an idea. Maybe I'll go out and get the spirit box. Now I can't help but notice my sanity is dropping. But what causes my sanity to drop? I don't understand how that works. Because it doesn't seem to me like I've actually encountered anything yet, unless all those little creaks actually do wear on me. Now I must say, I can't really relate to the loss of sanity when it comes to dealing with this stuff. If I was out exploring and stuff like this started happening to me, I would be ecstatic that I got it on camera. Let's start flicking on these lights some more so I'm not so dependent on the flashlight. Now, what did I do with the spirit box? Let's leave you there. See, I can't... It doesn't feel like this game is really made for VR because... yeah, you can't really transfer objects between your hands. There's a lot of VR functions that don't really work so well so far. I wonder if I can get up into that attic. Nancy Harris? Is there anyone here by the name Nancy Harris? If your name is Nancy Harris, come talk to me. Well, there's something. Now, can I do this? Yes, I can. I can leave the device on while leaving it on the counter. That's really convenient, so I can have an object passively working in the room while keeping my hands free. I would have to assume that this is the door to the basement. Come on. Ah, this one opens outward. Oh, that is so dark. Please tell me there's a light switch. Oh, of course not. Oh, of course not. What incredible design. Okay, let's grab the spirit box and head down there. Yeah, I don't see that piano popping in. We got an LOD haunt going on here. Okay, that's the first time I've witnessed it turn off the light entirely. I think it turned off every light. I think it switched off every light. Okay, down we go. Oh, it is so pitch black, I can't see anything. Oh, this is a dark, creepy basement. I'm going to turn on the light. Hang on, let me put the spirit box down over here. Nancy Harris, you down here? Stop that. This light's not working. This light's not working. Okay, I'm taking this and I'm going upstairs. I gotta figure out what's going on. Stop that. Stop that creaking. Is this sync on? That closet door is ajar. Did that just open? Is that the sound I heard? I think that's my breath I can see in front of me. The temperature must have dropped. Nancy Harris? Wait, I gotta go get some of my equipment. There's definitely something going on in that room. EMF detector. I'm sure what I really need is a thermometer, but... Nancy Harris? Yes, this just opened as I approached. Okay, I'm gonna put this down on the windowsill. Come on. Nancy Harris? You know what? I think it's about time I back out and maybe see if there's a tutorial. This is taking me way too long. What? What? What do you got? Nancy Harris? Nancy Harris? What? 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 Whoa! Okay, was not expecting that. Where's that? I don't have a light. I don't have anything.
Welcome back. There's some jobs ready for you.
Did I lose? What? I don't understand what just happened. The ghost was a revenant. I have no idea what just happened to me. It says amount of ghost interactions 58. So there must have been a lot of subtle stuff going on. All right, guys, clearly I need some training, so that's exactly what I'm going to do. Let's figure this out. All right, where do we start? On the whiteboard it says training objectives. We've found a non-violent ghost that you can use to train your ghost hunting skills. We've already located the ghost in the living room. Head inside and read the slideshow we have set up for you on the TV. Good luck. Excellent. It's a dark and stormy night, perfect for a ghost hunt. Is there a light switch somewhere that I can use? No, I'm gonna have to run back inside and get the flashlight. Hang on, ghost, 1 second. Now I know that light wasn't on when I came in before, was it? What was that? Did I see something out there? It definitely looks like there's something out there just a few feet from the window, but I can't tell what it is. Oh, look at the little droplets on the glass. It looks so good. Alright. Welcome to the Ghost Hunter's Training Guide. This guide will show you how to become a professional ghost hunter. Use the TV remote to go to the next slide. I can toggle mute using... Oh, those are Vive controllers! Are you going to show it to me with the index? Journal, neck. That's confusing. Okay, so the grab is basically the same, but... Hang on. Let me try and see what some of this stuff translates to. It doesn't. It just doesn't. Do I need to dig out the Vive controllers to play with this? I literally... Okay, that would explain why a lot of stuff isn't working. Alright, let's continue. On an investigation, you will have around 5 minutes before the ghost will anger and drop your sanity faster. Use this time to set up equipment and find the ghost. For today, though, you don't have to worry about that. Step 1. Set up a video camera inside the ghost's room. Then head back to the truck and watch the CCTV monitor for a ghost orb. If you spot one, write it on the last page of your journal. If not, then go to the next screen. Okay, let's head out there and grab a camera. So our camcorder does work. We just have to bring it into the house itself. God, that is so cool. That is so cool. See, visually, this game works really, really well in VR. Oh, and we can switch to like an infrared mode. That is absolutely fantastic. I am so excited to be playing this game. This is like everything I ever wanted as a kid. You have no idea. Alright, but how do I... It says to head to the ghost's room, but how do I know what the ghost's room is? Well, they said the living room, right? They said it lives in the living room? Okay. Now, where do I set up such a camera? Perhaps right... here, maybe? Let's try it that way. Stop flickering the lights. It seems like my regular run speed with the thumbstick is considered a sprint in this game, so it'll make me wear out pretty quickly. Now how do I switch cameras? There we go. That's how I can see that. And I can remotely switch it to infrared mode. Okay, let's monitor for activity. I'm having such a geek out here. See, the thing is, it didn't tell me how long I should expect to wait. So I don't really know what it is exactly that I'm waiting for. You know what? It did tell me to do something if I don't spot anything, so I'm going to go back inside and figure out what that TV of wisdom has to say to me. I also can't help but notice that the light's turned off again. What happened to my flashlight? No, seriously, what happened to my flashlight? I can't see anything. Step 2. Grab the ghost writing book and place it inside the ghost's room. If the ghost writes on the pages, then write it on the last page of your journal. If not, then go to the next screen. So the book is different from the journal. Okay. But then how do I access my journal? Is that something I can... Because I pushed every button. Is that something I can only access with the Vive controllers? Let's leave you here. And we'll find out if the ghost writes in the ghost book. God, I don't like going in there without a light. I will say, if this game does one thing very, very, very well so far, it's having realistic environments that really immerse you and make you feel like you're there. Now the question is, if the ghost writes in the ghost book, will I be able to see it on this camera, or will I have to go in and check manually? Alright, I've given it a couple of minutes. Let's go see what we can see. This time armed with a flashlight, which is something I probably could have done from the start. And we'll find out if anything is written in the ghosty book. Now, I don't think this door was open before. Has anything been written in the ghost book? Grab the ghost writing book and place it inside the ghost's room. If the ghost writes on the pages, if not, then go to the next screen. Okay? Step 3, grab the spirit box in the truck. Enter the ghost's room with the lights out. And ask the ghost questions with your voice. Try, "Where are you?" or "How old are you?" If the spirit box responds back with a voice, then write it in the last page of your journal. If not, then go to the next screen. Oh, this is so interesting. Now it said, turn the lights off. And ask the ghost questions. Hopefully the light from the TV doesn't matter. It says, grab the spirit box in the truck and ask questions like, "Where are you?" Where are you? How old are you? Are you here? What's your name? How do I know if the voice recognition is even working? Okay, that's an if not on that one. By this point, the room should be cold. If the ghost is a freezing temperature ghost, the room will drop to freezing. You can see your breath in this room. If you can see your breath in this room, light it in the last page of your journal. If not, go to the next screen. Grab the UV torch from the truck. Scan all doors, windows, and light switches around the ghost using this light for fingerprints. If you spot fingerprints, then write it down on the last page of your journal. If not, go to the next screen. With the way this is going, it almost... That certainly wasn't on the ground before, so things are changing. There is stuff happening. even if I'm not around to see it, which is so cool. I'm so glad they could have made this very arcadey and just had, like, you know, Slimer flying around the map and causing all kinds of spooks. But they've really managed to find the sweet spot for subtlety. They've made it so that it actually does feel like an actual ghost hunt. It doesn't feel the need to bring everything out right away or else risk the audience getting bored. It knows its audience, and it's giving them what they want. Now, is that something, or is it just a reflection? It says to scan windows, doors, and light switches. There is something there. Of course, I don't know how that would differ from a human fingerprint. Like, how do you know I didn't do that the times I've flipped the switch? Okay, now it says to write it in my journal, but how do I do that? Okay, apparently to open my journal, I have to grab my right... Now that is some paranormal activity. How do I fix this? Okay, I fixed it by pulling my hand all the way back. See, I really wish... I'm looking around at this, and I can't imagine playing this in pancake mode. So it's really annoying that the VR implementation isn't better. Alright, but let's pull out our journal, and it says go to the last page and write down what we saw. So how do I do that? Evidence... Now we have fingerprints. Do we have ghost writing? We do not. Okay, so far all we have is fingerprints. Go to the next screen. Grab the EMF reader from the truck. Scan objects around the ghost that's interacting with. If the EMF reader lights up red to level 5, then write it on the last page of your journal. EMF reader brought back. Stop doing what you're doing. Hello, Mr. Ghosty Goo. Scan the objects around the ghost that it's interacting with. If the EMF reader lights up red, then write it on the last page of your journal. Now, it's not giving me an if not. It is not giving me an if not. But it hasn't done most of the things. But then again, I also don't know what I've been doing wrong. The only thing I've actually seen for sure is the fingerprint on the light switch. Haven't gotten anything on the EMF detector. Step 7. Grab the dots projector from the truck, then place it inside the ghost room. If you see a distorted ghost moving, then write it on the last page. Oh, this is the dot thing. Yeah, I've never really understood what that's about, but I guess it's in the game. I've seen it in movies and like on Ghost Adventures and stuff, but I never really caught the explanation of how it's supposed to work. Now I think this has to be placed on the ground. And then the lights have to be turned off. And it says if I see a distorted ghost moving, then write it in the journal. Actually, maybe I'd be better off picking this up and placing it more in the dark. Oh, the anticipation of just waiting to see if something's going to happen is so good. I've tried it in a few different places. I'm going to put this one down as a no and move on to the next slide. Final step. You should now have all 3 pieces of evidence. No, I've only had 1. I've only seen 1 thing. Something's not right here. Hello? Where are you? How old are you? Ah! I just saw something. Yes, okay, I think I just wasn't being patient enough. Alright, dots projector. Or maybe I just needed to leave. Okay, that's 2. It's either a banshee, a phantom, or a Goryo, whatever that is. Okay, let's pick up the dots. Nope, I didn't mean to pick up the camera. Hello, ghost. What's your deal? Do you have anything to say to me? Actually, wait, I need to turn the lights off to use that one, right? Are you there? Is anyone here? Where are you? Where are you? Where are you? Is there anything I should know? How old are you? What is your name? Is there something I should know? I can hear footsteps to the right of me, and I'm so scared to turn to my right. That is so scary. Got you. Yep, gotcha, ghosty goo. Gotcha. I'm in such a panic. Okay, turn on the lights. Don't like that I can't run anymore. See, tipping the thumbstick all the way up. I'm so scared, but I'm so happy. I'm so happy that this game is a thing. Okay, journal. Spirit box. It's a phantom. Got ourselves a phantom. Using the evidence I found, I believe the ghost is a phantom. Okay, now let's click through to the end to figure out what we have to do about it. You should now have all 3 pieces. On the last page of your journal, select the ghost type that you have discovered and head back to the truck and close the door to leave. Okay. Homeowner, you've gotten a lot of free equipment out of this, so congratulations. Maybe not the camera, that's mine. That's expensive. Later, ghosty goo! This is a nice house. Too bad we can't stay. To reference the famous Eddie Murphy bit. Away we go. And I think I did it.
Welcome back.
The ghost was a phantom. Your training is now over, and you are ready to join up with other ghost hunters and record the paranormal. Complete ghost hunting objectives to receive rewards, which will let you buy extra equipment. Okay, that was a little bit rough around the edges. The game is clearly not made for VR, but I am digging it so much. It is wonderfully atmospheric and immersive, and it has everything I always wanted from a ghost hunting game as a kid. I can't wait to play more of this. I'm gonna do one more video in VR in which I try an actual exploration and an actual investigation solo, and I'll probably get a couple of people to play co-op in pancake mode. In the meantime, I guess consider this a little bit of a bonus episode, just me kind of trying to get my footing. Next one, I'll do a real investigation. But Can you hear how excited I am? But anyway, if you like this video, please remember to like, comment, and subscribe for more creepy and comfy content. And as always, I will see you in the next one.